Hi, I am Julian Viveros, Solutions Engineer here at MetaMap. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our Standalone API endpoints. When you visit docs.metamap.com, in the API tab, you will find the verification API, which is this one, which says verify users, and you also will find some standalone endpoints, like these ones. So the first step to use them is creating an authorization token. Following the instructions in this first request, you will need a client ID and a client secret. You can find that data in the MetaMap dashboard in the integration section. Here you will find the client ID and the client secret. With these credentials, you can go to, let's say, Postman and send a request to the endpoint that you saw in the documentation using a basic authentication. So let's send this request and we can find here our token, which will last for 1 hour, and you can reuse it all the times that you need. Now that we have our token, let's use one of the standalone endpoints. Let's say that we want to use the email risk score. So here in the request body, you will find that one of the parameters is the callback URL. This is used to send you the result of this request. So we are going to send a webhook to the URL that you enable to listen that webhook. In this case, I'm using the platform webhook.site just for demo purposes. The second parameter here is the recipient, which is the email that we want to analyze. And as an optional object, you can send a metadata tag. Let's send this request. You will get a HTTP 200 and you will receive a webhook in the URL that you set. Here you can find the metadata that you sent and all the information from the email that were just queried. In this case, John at example.com had a risk of 100, and all the services are very similar. You can find here in the documentation that if you want to do the same for, let's say, form ownership, you will find the inputs that you need in your request. Also, in the right side, you will find an example of the request that you need. I think that that's the general idea. You can reproduce this same mechanism for all the standalone API endpoints.